All right, West Coast Swing Dance fans, how do I dance in a tight space when I don't have a lot of room? And I'm going to give you two scenarios. Number one, we are days away from Derby City Swing. We're going to have 700 people packed on a dance floor, and there's not going to be a lot of room. We also do dance cruises where physically the space is small. So how do we dance?
Moving.
Yeah, and the boat's moving. So how do I dance in a small space? I'm going to give you 4 tips, and each one's going to have a bunch of sub-tips. So number one is don't use your arms. So Megan and I talked about this, and if you were to dance West Coast Swing like this, you would take up the least amount of space possible. However, you have to use the force. We're going to have to use our arms. So what I say by no arms is I don't want to use all this space out here. I want to keep it constrained here. So obviously no big arm stuff. But as a leader, I can make better choices that will allow Megan to keep her arms tight. What I mean by this is less turns equals less space. So Megan's really good at dancing turns, and I can rely on her being very tight in her turns. But as the followers get a little unsteady, if you can imagine that cruise ship scenario, right? I'm leading Megan for a turn, but the boat's moving.
And the turn goes that way.
Or she sees someone coming in her space. So the less turns that I can use, like this might be a safe turn inside because I can protect Megan's space. So less turns. I'm going to segue back and say this. At the beginning of every dance, as a leader, and as the follower, you can do the same thing, but leaders, we have the choices of which patterns. I'm testing things out. How does the connection feel? How does this connection feel here, right? In closed position. Can I look and make sure I have a little room there to test out a turn? Do I have a follower that can turn tight? Because if I'm dancing with Megan, I know that I can choose turn patterns because she's going to have the ability to keep them tight. So no arms. Try dancing with no arms. That probably won't work. Less turns or turns that don't take up a lot of space is number one. Number two, and I use this all the time, it's using closed position. And I use a lot of whips. The reason why is I can dance a whip into closed position, taking up a lot less space than if I'd opened back up. Then I can dance a tuck out of this, and it creates a different look to the pattern. So using closed position into my moves. The reason why I like this, especially as a leader, is, and when I dance two-step a lot, I can create this space. My friend Jason Micklick called this the circle of trust. And I can protect my follower's space with my elbows. So if I'm dancing things into closed position, and there was someone that I didn't see, my elbow is going to feel where that is before I throw my partner into that. So utilizing closed position, I like the whip. And then I can dance things. I might even go back to closed position. I might look around to see what's going on. And so this comes to looking around, and that's the ability to move to different spots. It's going to ebb and flow. And there's going to be someone right behind Megan, but they're going to do a pattern that moves that way, and it's going to open up some space, and I might want to use that space. So you can use, I'm going to give you 3 different things you can do. You can use walks if there's space behind me, and I want to move myself from here to there because there's a little bit more space. I can do 2 extra walks, and now I'm in this space where I can do some cooler patterns because I've seen that space open up. I can do those walks in just a walk. I can also do, if the space is open there, I can use extra walks on my whip to get there. A third and more subtle way is called scrolling, especially if the floor is tight and I can't walk back 4 steps. I just need to buy myself an extra foot. I can scroll. This is sometimes a mistake in your anchor. 3 and 4, I can float the anchor back and move subtly that direction. 1, 2, 3, and 4, I can move subtly back on the anchor. You don't want to do that all the time because it creates a bad habit because you're not anchor stepping. But the next version of that is I can cut the anchor step short and scroll the other direction. So if I did a sugar push and I came back right here, but I want to scroll that way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can leave Megan there and I can scroll my way back. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I can scroll my way back. And I might just buy enough space to be able to do my pattern. Now it comes to number 4, which is pick your spots. You don't want to be stuck doing boring stuff the whole time. So when you've effectively maybe scrolled your way to doing the pattern, well, now I can pick my spot to do my cool move, but then I'm going to go maybe back into closed position because the space has gone away. So kind of keep an eye of your floor, use the moving different spots, use closed position, pick your spots for your cool move, and you'll have an awesome dance. So I mentioned dance cruises, and we do 2 West Coast swing and country dance cruises per year. You can get more information right here. And if you want to hear our top 5 tips for leaders and followers, we have a separate video for each. You can watch those up here. We'll see you on a dance floor, even a small one, again soon.